Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for December 27th of 2025 is titled Apollo 17's Moonship. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the lunar module Challenger, which was part of the Apollo 17 mission in December of 1972. This is the craft that took the astronauts from space around the moon down to the lunar surface and then back up. And that's actually what we're seeing here is the ascent stage. This is coming back up to the command module, which is where the picture would have been taken from. Now, the shape of it is very unusual. It doesn't look like any of the sleek spacecraft that you might be used to seeing in science fiction, and that's because this kind of thing does not matter in space. It doesn't matter when you are traveling through the vacuum of space what the shape of your ship is. It does not have to be aerodynamic because there is no air. You're traveling through empty space. You could travel just as easily as in a sphere or a cube, and it would travel just as well as anything else. You don't need a specific shape or anything else, just enough protection to keep atmosphere inside to keep the humans alive. And you may actually see the commander, Gene Cernan, there, and that's through that triangular window toward the top. You can actually see him there as the ascent Challenger ascends up toward the command module. Now, what happened to this? Well, this craft is now crashed back on the moon. Why? Well, once it docked with the command module and the astronaut transferred back into the command module for the return to Earth, this was then jettisoned and crashed into the lunar surface. So it's one way of cleaning up and not leaving a lot of debris around the moon for later missions, is to crash something back into its surface, and that's what happened with a lot of the material there. You can imagine looking at this, while it doesn't need to be aerodynamic to travel through space, this would never allow the astronauts to get back through Earth's atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere, being very thick, would vaporize and rip this apart. It would just be heated and destroyed trying to come through Earth's atmosphere. Now, it can land on the moon because there is no atmosphere. There's nothing that it has to go through to land on the moon. So the shaping really doesn't matter. If it were trying to come through Earth's atmosphere, not only would you need a more aerodynamic shape, but you would also need distinct heat shielding, as the command module had, to withstand the 1,000-degree temperatures that it will be heated to coming through Earth's atmosphere. So the module was designed specifically and only to land on the moon. It would not be able to come back to Earth. That's what the command module would have been for. So that was our picture of the day for December 27th of 2025. It was titled Apollo 17's Moonship. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be It's Full of Stars. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.